Please accept this, a girl shyly told with her pink tinted cheeks handing out what it seems like a love letter to Jungkook. Jungkook was frozen in his place, not knowing how to reject the sad girl in front of him politely. As in cue, a hand swung up on his shoulder and the voice spoke. Sorry girl, this one already taken. Yuna, his best friend since diaper, told the girl and she went away embarrassed. Thank God, Yuna, you came, Jungkook said with a huge relief. Come on, man up, Cook. You know I won't always be there to reject every girl out there, Yuna said while smacking Jungkook's head playfully. Yeah, don't act too cookie. I just did not want to hurt others' feeling by rejecting them directly. Jungkook said with a glare. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Time skip. Few months later, Jungkook we decided to go for ice cream. Day straight. You up for it? Hyunsuk shouted from the door, probably excited for the free ice cream. Jungkook just shook his head at the elder and told him that he was tired. The older was somehow unconvinced but let it slide as he needed his own space. Yeah, our cook is a famous celeb now singer, to be exact, shaking the world with his band BTS, while Yuna is a fashion designer at Imperial Fashion, which one of the most selling fashion companies all around. Jungkook and Yuna has been out of the contact for more than 6 months due to their busy life and hectic schedule. Being famous and successful is not easy. His young has of course noticed the gloomy aura that has been with him for a while, but he always soothed them off with "I am tired" whenever they tried to interrogate him. Whenever he is alone, his mind always somehow finds its way toward Yuna. How is she? He whispered to himself before drifting off to the sleep. Jiwo-Unni, Yuna whined like a kid when she saw her manager Jung Jiwo walking to the cafe. For God's sake, you are an adult, Jin said, shaking her head. I miss him, Unni, she whined again. Then why don't you talk to him? I can't, he must be too busy. Okay, here the thing, I have been hearing this since 6 months. And who the hell is he to be busy for continuous 6 months? She said, rubbing her temples as she thought of the boy her docent or co-worker was talking about. I can't tell you, it's secret, Yuna said with sticking her tongue out, to which Jiwo rolled her eyes. Jiwo was a sister of a Jung Hoon-suk, a member of a BTS. She was also the manager of an Imperial Fashion clothing line company and we was very really close to Yuna since Yuna was outgoing and has a bubbly personality. Other person. On the other hand, Jungkook had not been feeling quite well. He was somehow keeping up the cheerful aura around him in the concert, but on the backstage he was really low and down. He even tried to call Yuna quite a few times, but always let it go, thinking she was busy or he was disturbed by his young for some practice. As days was passing by, Jeevu decided to give her little brother a visit as she was free, so she got some food and headed toward her brother's room. Hunsuke, Jeevu was chipper as soon as she saw her brother and Hyunsuk being Hyunsuk. He yelled out the loudest Nuna and gave her a hug, tears somehow visible on his eyes. Nuna, how have you been doing? We missed you, Jimin said with a bow and a smile at her. I missed you guys too, and here's the food, she yelled, making every member run out of their room. Hearing the word food, she chuckled while the boys had the feast of their lives. So how have you guys been doing? Jivu asked, gaining everyone attention. We have been good except our Magne. It seems like he have been replaced by an imposter. They whined while hugging the life out of the Jungkook, to which he just rolled his eyes. So what happened, Jungkook? She asked, and after a while of interrogating, he spilled all the beans about how much he misses his best friend. And as if on the cue, Jibo's phone rang, and it was none other than the culprit, Yuna herself. But Jibo was still not sure that it was the same Yuna, so she decided to put on the loudspeaker but regretted it as Yuna's voice was too loud. Unni, where are you? She screamed from the phone, and the look on Jungkook's face was so priceless. He had a tear run down his face with a huge smile plastered. Jibo mentally screamed as hell yes while making up a reason for to Yuna and hanging up the phone. So now for the last question, Jungkook. Do you love her? I mean, as love kind of love. You know, love. G said, making everyone confused except for the boy whose whole day was made just by hearing her voice. Yes, I love her, and it's love kind love. Jungkook said shyly but with excitement. Now at present, Jungkook is waiting for Yoona at the cafe by roadside of the Yoona's town. He was nervous but confident at the same time. He was nervous as they have not met for so long, and confident because Jibu told him how Yoona also felt the same for her. Of course, after confessing his feeling for Yoona, his Hyung did not let it go without the drama. Our acne has grown. Hey, even I do not have a girlfriend. How come you get one, Macne? These were the rumbles of the words his Hyung were screaming off, which was annoying and heart-melting at the same time. He smiled to his thought when the sound of bell erupted his flying mind. He looked up to meet one's familiar deep brown eyes. Fiho, okay, just kidding, Yuna, he said while his smile hugged his face once again. She also returned the smile with her as she opened her arm and engulfed him in a hug. After a while of a chit-chat and catching up, Jungkook finally gathered up all his courage to confess. Yuna, yes, I'm gonna say something to you and just listen till the end. Don't freak out, he said while holding Yuna's hands. Yuna just nodded. I love you, he said without stuttering, and Yuna laughed. Lol, I love you too, and of course I know you love me. After all, we are best friends since our birth, Yuna said, still trying to regain her breath from laughing. Jungkook's face turned serious, making Yuna stop her laugh. Yuna, I love you not as best friend, but as a man love a girl. It's not just a simple attraction. I have loved you from a long ago. Just was too stupid to realize or too shy to confess. I don't want our label just till friends. I want to marry you, have family with you, and be with you till the death apart us. Hell, I want you to be with you even after death, cause without you, it was then hell. And I know with you by my side, I can be anywhere, 'cause as long as you are by my side, I don't really care. So please, will you be my girlfriend? Jungkook said, his eyes never leaving his brown ones. Yuna let out a big sigh. Wow, my cookie really grown up. Can't reject a girl to confess a girl. Chuckle, and I thought I would be the one to confess. Of course, Cookie, I would be your girlfriend and I love you too. Yuna said, making the customer from the next table shout out. Finally, J-Hope shouted Will while B and Jin were dancing and Jimin wiping his tear off of joy. Hong, you guys are embarrassing me, Jungkook said sadly as his new girlfriend was chuckling at the scene. Let them be Cook. After all, we are more than friends now.